So if I'm entering this way, okay, no matter how hard or fast I do it, it doesn't make it a jiu-jitsu technique. If I do a technique like this, very hard, I do this technique here, it's not Aikido, and then I do this, it doesn't make it jiu-jitsu. The idea that most people have about jiu-jitsu is all incorrect. A lot of you people have been studying jiu-jitsu, so you know. Aikido jiu-jitsu is not hard jiu-jitsu. That's not what it is. It's not Steven Seagal doing hard Aikido. Aikido jiu-jitsu is not hard jiu-jitsu. Okay, jiu-jitsu is jiu-jitsu, Aikido is Aikido. Aikido jiu-jitsu is a completely different realm. You have not seen any Aikido jiu-jitsu done today. Okay, you've seen hard jiu-jitsu, soft jiu-jitsu, depending upon what style you come from. Okay, thank you very much.
Sensei Mike DePasquale Jr. is one of the most prominent jiu-jitsu martial artists of our time. Sensei DePasquale has a never-ending and abundant supply of energy and emotion, which you will see him display in the next segment of our video. Sensei DePasquale runs a fast-paced seminar combining effective no-nonsense moves that create results. Sensei DePasquale has been training since the age of 8 and brings to us his 30 years of training in our next segment.
My name is Michael DePasquale Jr. I'm the editor and publisher of Karate Fitness International magazine. Also, you just met my father, Michael DePasquale Sr., who is my instructor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to teach a fast-paced seminar. If you cannot pick something up, go back to it. If we go on to something else and you do not remember something that we just did, continue doing it. We'll come around and give you a hand until you have it down pat. I don't want to rush too much where you get clogged up here. Since there's a limited amount of space here, I'm going to show close contact self-defense techniques. They're combat-oriented. Some of the Yoshitsune Wada techniques that I've been taught by my father, also some of the Ninju-Ka techniques that is my system. For the most part, we're going to teach you some chokeholds. Please be careful. Do not hurt the man that you're working with, okay, because he'll walk out of here not talking today. We don't want anybody getting hurt, so be very cautious with some of the things that we do here. But a lot of the things are going to be close quarter. They're not going to be fancy. I'm not going to be moving around the mat too much. Why? Because we don't have that much room. We'll do some throwing, but not too much throwing. Okay? First technique, please, Chris. We'll start with a straight punch. We're going to do straight punch choke. We'll do some roundhouse punches. We're also going to do some knife techniques, 1 or 2 knife techniques. The first technique, I'm just going to show a technique slow, show it fast a couple times, and then we'll go to work. I'll come around. If you need a hand, Chris will also give you a hand. I'm not going to demo anything. I'll demo in between as I go along and teach you so you can learn. We only have 50 minutes. I want you to absorb. That's what you're here to do, is to learn. Chris, first technique, straight punch. What we do is, this is what I call a roll-off technique, people. What we're trying to do is make the man come into us. As he comes into us, roll off the man and let his power, his speed, his technique work for me. Don't fight his technique. As he comes in, we're going to come in from this position here. Quick, in here, this close. We're not going to move away from the man. I don't want to see him moving away. We're going to come off, 1, 2, 3. So what you do is, the minute the man extends his arm, he's ready to punch you. It's a knife technique. He feels a fist in his face. What you want to do is make the man, again, work to help you, not work against you. So as he comes in, slow. 1, 2, 3. Okay? It's 1, 2, 3. Just like this. So like a Wing Chun principle here, concept here. So watch again. From this side here. 1, 2, 3. Now from this position here, the hands is going to come around the head. Pressure point here. Strike. Lock. Very carefully. Notice his head is on my leg. All I can do is bend down. Now, of course, if we have room, we can just throw him away. We don't have room, people. And we're in this position here. 1, 2, 3. Strike in here. Take the man, bring the arm up in a Gakun position here. Be very careful. You have a chokehold here. Now, immobilize him. Sweep. Bring him down from here. Shove this hand, if you can see the hand, down. You'll bust it back. Lean on him and pull up. Be very cautious with this technique. You will snap the man's back or neck. So just lean on him here. Bring this hand up, bring this hand down. Let's do it, Chris, a little faster. As he comes in from here, 1, 2, 3. From this position here. Now, from here, sweep it down, lock. Be very cautious when you bring him down, and bring it in. If you want to throw the man away, you have room. Please, over here, please. Move from this position here. 1, 2, 3, in and throw. Let's go. Everybody up. Quick, real quick. Stay close to the man. I'm going to just, when the man comes in, when you're attacking, give each other a break. Attack with a lunge punch. I don't want to see attacking like this. I never saw anybody attack like that. When you come in, watch me, pay attention. When you're coming in, you're attacking, you're coming in here. Stand still. Yes. I'm attacking here, this way. I lunge, if I attack to the face, here, this way. Understand, if I'm attacking with a knife, this way. Okay, man doesn't do this. Okay, so attack when you attack, attack. Commit yourself. When you're committing yourself, give this man a chance. My target's here. Idea people on the street, you give the man a target. Please, okay? Then the object is take the target out of the way. Don't try to fight the man who's coming in on you. Let him see the target. Let him attack a target. It's like a bow and arrow. You're shooting the bow, he's looking for the target. You've got to take the target out of the way. As you take the target out of the way here, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, then you're locking. Now, if you slip off this hand, straight around, you still have a lock. Don't worry about slipping. There's always a trap door. One thing you have to learn, people, is trapdoor technique. It's got to be a technique to fall into if you miss the technique you're attempting to do. Always, or else you're in trouble. So let's try it, people. Give the man a break. Work with each other. Hey. Let's go. Next, people, on that technique, just so you know, technique I was showing here, there's a pressure point, middle finger to the carotid artery. Bends the man right down. Whoever did not feel that, let me know. I want you to feel that. This is important because it weakens the whole body. When you apply pressure here on the carotid artery, the man's body drops. That's it. There is no strength in the body. The other thing I want to say is when you're in this position here, people, if you miss, like I said, this hand, watch your face. Here. Drop back here. All you got to do is bring the man down. When you snap the man back like that, I eased up on him, you'll dislocate that shoulder. All you got to do is drop the man. You'll break a shoulder. Shoulder pop right out of socket. Okay? Be very cautious with that. Next technique. We'll go to the front. Double roundhouse punch. Very street-oriented. Why? Because on the street, you have choke. You have roundhouse punch. You have knife techniques. You don't have a lot of different attacks that a man's going to do on the street. Most common is probably this kind of swinging punch. Knife techniques, the man comes in, he's coming in here. Okay, club techniques, comes in here, comes in here, comes in here. We're going to do a double roundhouse punch. Assume it can be done off a club too. One hand. Guys in with a club, you can do the same thing. This is the pressure point. It's quick, it's precise, and I'll tell you, it's the most effective thing that I think I have, that I work. It's the pressure points to the throat, so be careful. Man comes in with double round, 1, 2, in. All you've got to do, people, balance the head. The head falls forward. Why? Because the weight of the head, the strength of the neck causes the head to fall forward. No matter how strong your neck is, if I was just to relax, my head would drop. Drop. So you want to attack the neck by attacking the top part of the head. Now this finger stays right here. You'll feel like a golf ball is shoved up into your throat. Once you've had that feeling, everything drops out of your body. I don't care who you are, how big you are. You could be 300 pounds, a lineman for the Green Bay Packers. You attack the throat area properly, and the guy's going down. Why? Because it's a function. It's a breathing function. It's a function that makes you breathe. It makes you live. Without that, you cannot live. When you attack it hard. So as the man comes in the roundhouse, in. Now from this position here, we hook. We come down. All we do is when we hook, we want to get rid of the man. We hook him here. Just push this forward like this, and throw. And we're ready for the next man. But when you have a multiple format, a multiple attack, make sure you attack the throat by striking. Why? Because you don't want this man to get back up again. When you have one man, you can control this man. Okay? You can even control me. Try to do something, Chris. Impossible. Okay? His strength is gone. Even if he taps me, hits me, and he's that. A little bit on the throat. He has no power once it's attacked. So one more time, slow. 1, 2, 3. Staying close. Be careful of this. Okay? When you step in, attack this fast so he can't raise his leg up. I will show you, because I'll come around and give you a little feel of this. Be careful, though. Remember, people, I use what they call tracking. The arm tracks down to the throat. The chest area, stomach area, tracks up to the throat. No matter where you're going, it tracks to the throat. Understand? So follow the chest here. So all you gotta do, boom. But be careful, because this here, you don't want to cause damage to the larynx. Let's go. Everybody up, quick. All right, this is called the blinding technique, people. We're gonna blind the man. Very simple. Again, I'm not gonna get fancy. I don't want to do spins and turns right now because there's lack of room. So we're gonna try to stay right with the man. Although this one does have a turn in, stay as close as you can. You have a limited amount of space. Make sure you make the space available to the guy next to you. Give each other a turn at working the technique. Over here, please. Yes, sir. This is done with a knife technique. Assume you have a knife in your hand.